This is the Dyson multi-floor vacuum that turns on a dime. Its innovative ball technology makes it light to maneuver and effortlessly steers into those difficult places. Say goodbye to manual adjustments. The self-adjusting cleaner head seals the suctions across all floors. Experience the ultimate flexibility with floor-to-ceiling cleaning. With this one smooth action, you can clean up high and under the furniture with ease. The Dyson Ball multi-floor vacuums unleashes the power of effortless cleaning. Let's test this out and see how the Dyson Ball vacuum really works. So right off the gate, what I really love about this vacuum is I am a fan of long cords. This thing, you can see it goes on for days, and I'm about 5'8". This thing is roughly about 35 feet long, and you can see it just goes from one room to the other. That is the first thing I noticed once I started using this vacuum. Some vacuums are really hard to push down and get going to start initially vacuuming. This one I think is fairly easy. You can see I shake it, I can use my feet, and it will just open up and it goes back and stands up. Really easy. When you're using Dyson Ball upright vacuum and you're going from floor to carpet, there is a button right here that you're gonna have to push, because if you don't, the rollers are still gonna keep spinning, and depending on the kind of floor you have, it could scratch it. So pushing this button will turn the rollers off and it'll just do the actual suction. And speaking about the rollers on the Dyson vacuum, I've seen some comments where people wonder if hair and stuff will still get caught up in the rollers, and yes, they will. You can see on my vacuum, we've had it for a while, there's a lot of hair. You can take off the cover and cut that stuff off. That's what I've done before on different vacuums. But yes, it will get hair, it'll roll it up. It's not really different than any vacuum out there that has rollers. Hair is gonna get stuck in it. The transition with the Dyson Ball vacuum is pretty smooth. As you can see here, I went from regular hard floors over to a high shaggy carpet, and it's pretty darn smooth. There's no jerking, there's no loss of suction, the vacuum's not jerking at all. It's a really nice transition. So if you have that floor to carpet, it's gonna go right over it, super easy. Also, the transition from floor to like rugs in front of your front door in your kitchen is also pretty smooth as well. Mine's pretty dirty, so I gotta make sure I turn the brushes back on to get it really clean. If yours is not that dirty, you can just use a suction or you can use the brushes, but it also works out well. The other thing about this thing is that it turns really well. You can see right here, I put a remote control on the floor, and this thing will just circle tightly around it. So when it says that it can turn on the drop of a dime, it really can. And I was kind of hesitant when I saw this because the ball's so big, but that's really what gives it that nice turning power. Now you'll notice on the Dyson Ball vacuum that the head of the vacuum, it's really slim, and it kind of looks like a hammerhead if you think about it. This is really nice, especially getting under really small stuff. You can see I went under the couch really easy. I also went under the bed really easy. But the ball on the Dyson vacuum sometimes can hinder how far it can go. So for example, the couch, pretty straight and flat, but when I was trying to get under the bed, because of the bed frame, it kind of sticks out a little bit. The ball can get in the way sometimes. It's not a huge deal, but it's a give and take. You know, sometimes you can't get under certain things because of the ball, but you can turn on a dime because of the ball. So that's a give and take with it, but really doesn't take any points away from the vacuum. Another great feature with the Dyson Ball vacuum is the hose that comes off. It's actually pretty long, and it's really useful when you're trying to get at high places like your ceilings. If you have dust, maybe you have some spider web, stuff like that. It makes it really easy to get up high and get the stuff off of your ceilings. And it comes with two attachments. One you can see is the brushes right here, and the other is that pointy corner vacuum suction cuppy thing. I don't know what the actual name for it is. It's a little tricky when you put it together. There's a button right here. You have to push it, and you're gonna have to kind of pull it out. The dirtier it gets, the little harder it's gonna be. Not a huge deal. And then once you're done, you just put it back into the vacuum on the back, push it down, pop the top down, and you're good to go. You can go right back to regular vacuuming. Taking off the filter on the Dyson vacuum is really easy. This red button right here, all you gotta do is push it and pull the filter off, and then you just take it to the trash can. You push the same red button and it's gonna open on the bottom. The downfall with this filter is that it doesn't come off. You see me shaking it. you have to stick your hands in there and pull it out. But there's like a filter inside of it, so it's not really easy. That's one of the downfalls to this vacuum I don't like. I like to just be able to open, the door opens, and everything falls out. But once you get it cleaned out, close the bottom, put it back on the vacuum, and your filter is clean. I've been asked, is the Dyson ball vacuum good for vacuuming stairs? I personally don't use it to vacuum stairs, and I don't recommend it. One, because the vacuum, it's a heavier vacuum. And you can see that it's hard to get it on the stairs and kind of navigate it because of the weight in the ball. It's just where that ball kind of gets in the way. You can do it. It'll work. The suction is great. It's just because it's heavy, it's hard to maneuver. I would recommend a lightweight vacuum for stairs. I've also been asked, is the Dyson ball vacuum good for pet hair? It is, and this particular vacuum is made for pet hair. Now, where the Dyson ball vacuum really shines to me personally is on our floors. We have a lot of like hardwood floors, and in the corners of them, it's really hard to get stuff. We would typically have to sweep it. This is where it shines. You can see I have like powder and lint balls all in the corner right here. And this vacuum just sucks it right up, just completely gone. So with that being said, the Dyson ball vacuum, it's a workhorse. If you need a vacuum that is just gonna suck on carpet, floors, rugs, get in the corners and get all of it out, the Dyson ball vacuum is good for you. And again, if you have pet hair, this thing is a workhorse. It's gonna last you a really long time, and I think you're gonna enjoy it. If you guys wanna help support the channel, make sure you smash that like button. Also, get yourself an Even Vibes t-shirt. The link will be in the description below. Thank you as always for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.